Okay, so next, what I'm doing today is I'm going to try and mentor two people. I've had two people reach out to me and scheduled some time. They want some advice on cybersecurity, maybe some mentorship on how to go into the field. So let's check out what they have to say, and let's see how we can help them. Call because you were looking for some help in cybersecurity, right? Mentoring, and that's the reason for the
Yeah.
call today. So I wanted to reach out to you, and so tell me a little bit about yourself and why you want to get started in cybersecurity.
So I'm not studying cybersecurity. I'm just studying computer science. So um, I'm a forex trader, and forex trading is like it's kind of like the stock market, but instead of trading stocks, trade currency pairs based on the valuation and devaluation of currency. So based on how the economy is doing. And I was studying business, and then I realized that the finance sector will be taken over by mostly robots eventually. And I just didn't want to get, left behind on the technology curve, finally
Okay.
get all my licensing and stuff, and then the banks decide that they don't need us anymore.
Yeah. So what degrees do you have today? Do you have a
So
degree?
right now I have an associate's in business,
Okay.
but I'm working towards a bachelor's in computer science. So I'll get the associate's first, and then I'll get the bachelor's.
Okay,
And then,
so you're almost
oh,
done with the associates and you're working towards a bachelor's in
mm-hmm.
computer science.
I've
Um,
had a year on the associates. Yeah,
okay, and how many years of just general IT experience do you have?
none.
Okay.
I besides, like I'm 22,
Yeah.
so I'm a little. I guess because of my generation, we're a little tech savvier,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say I have any IT experience. I've only taken like one Java class.
No, that's fine. And you still have your whole life ahead of you. I didn't really hit it hard until I want to say I was like 25-ish, 27. I decided to do IT security. Um, I've seen people, in their 30s, decide to change their careers in IT. The only thing with IT and IT security is it's kind of like an RPG game. The more experience you have, the more powerful you have. And it's the same thing in IT security, right? The first thing that in order to get the kind of position you want to be where you want to be is you want to have years on your resume doing IT or IT security, because that's the first thing recruiters and hiring managers are going to look for. So even while you're in school, if you were my child or a friend or a sister or cousin, I mean, the first thing I tell people is even if you're going to school, if you know this is a career, try and get your college job, even if it's just data entry, a help desk, something related to IT. That's where I started off. There's a lot of jobs out there. There's a lot of help desk in San Antonio. So I know the
Yeah.
San Antonio market well. Accenture has a huge help desk. I think one of the banks, I think Citibank has one. So you're gonna want to, get one of those jobs. And if anything, you'll get some basic experience, troubleshooting experience, helping people over the phone troubleshoot IT problems. All right, and that's a good way to start off. And then if you do good at that, they'll roll you into maybe a system admin role. And that helps. Even if it's just a general IT job, you're going to wind up doing security in some way. You'll be helping people troubleshoot viruses on the help desk. That it might be a virus or not right before you send it to security. If you're in an entry level system admin role, you'll probably be doing some entry level hardening, installing the antivirus, maybe locking or encrypting the operating system and stuff like that. So that's a way to get just the experience on your resume while you're working on your degree.
Yeah, I even thought about, just doing like a part-time internship, give the fruits of my labor for free.
Yeah, there's a lot of those today. That wasn't really frequent when I was your age, but today those are more common. Like USAA in San Antonio probably has some I've heard of, and I can reach out to see if they. I know someone that works over there in the security department. I can reach out.
Mhm.
Yeah, there are those out there. I'm not sure if they're paid or unpaid. And at the same time, you could apply for those while maybe applying for just some entry level IT positions as well that are looking for college students specifically.
HEB, they had a paid internship for their tech department, but
Yeah,
they required a bachelor's in computer science.
yeah,
Some,
yeah. I
sometimes it
mean,
was because it was paid, you know.
yeah, and,
They,
and, and today, pretty much a bachelor's is what an associate's was, 40 years ago. So
hmm
there's a lot of stuff that's probably going to require a bachelor's. But tell me, in security specifically, what is it you want to do?
Um, well, I'm not. I thought about doing cybersecurity because with the emerging cloud space and we depend on the internet for everything. You're
Yeah.
always going to need cybersecurity, but I think my focus will be more of programming. Um,
So you want to do
I'll-
something related to security and something programming. So you're probably definitely going to want to learn. You want to do your research and see what are the common languages. Python's definitely one of them. If you want to be in the next gen stuff, big data, AI, cloud, doing security, you're probably going to want to be more on the application side. Um, or if you just want to do programming or anything related with coding, right? AWS or Azure, all have after the entry level certifications, they're all going to have like a developer coder type focus. And even not, even if that's not something you like, if you like using code, um, all the platforms in cloud um, can be approved on or enhanced by the customer through coding, right? So AWS, in order to make like identity and access management rules, you got to code in order to really tweak them and get the most out of it. Out of these platforms, you have to do coding, and on the security side, that pays well if you know how to harden things through code, through the
Mhm.
API and things like that. So even if you just don't want to do web or application development type security, and you just want to be in the cloud and just harden the platform on the code expertise side, there's jobs like that out there, and they pay really well. So that's might something you might want to look into as well. And entry level jobs, all it needs is a certification. So if you're not going to summer school, um, if you want to study for that, you could probably knock it out in the summer. Get like your AWS solution architect. You could get that, and that would do a lot just to get an internship somewhere or an entry level position. That would make a huge difference. If I'm looking at someone who has a bachelor's or an associate's, or someone with associates in AWS cert for an entry level position, I'm going to mentor them and I know I'm going to have to teach them, versus someone just a bachelor's and the environments or my clients' environments are in AWS more times than Azure or Google. I'm probably going to pick you over the bachelor's degree, just
Well,
because I already
yeah.
know that you understand, the basics of the AWS platform, and I not have to teach you as much, and you have the savvy and the initiative to go out there and get it even before you got your degree, or while you're getting your degree.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
yeah,
So look into like getting those little certificates for completing languages and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. Are you working on any certifications right now?
No, just in the class. So in the computer science degree, I'm required to take 3 levels of Java, and then
Yeah, Java's good.
one machine level class, and actually, I believe it's 2 levels of Java and 1 level of C++. And then when I transfer into a university, I maybe I'll expand in whatever they have me do, depending on where I decide to go with my career field.
Yeah,
So if I wanted to do video games, they'd probably have me do Python,
yeah. Like
or
Python
have
is, yeah, it's used for gaming, but it's also used in, I know
trading.
pen testers and security and application developers and to people that just do API. It's just a really well-rounded program language that I see a lot of people using for various jobs. Just compared to other people that I've known who just took to one program language, it just seems like Python uh, and Java. Java is used for everything, but Python, I mean, is is used a lot in a lot of different industries, and it's a good
And
language to learn.
and you can do more with Python than you can with Java.
Yeah,
It's
Java's just
Python
very
the
common, right? I mean, as in how many products maybe in the world use Java compared to maybe C+. I think Java, last I checked a few years back, I did research on it, Java's used in a lot more. But Python is just very diverse as a language to know as a security professional. But so where do you want to be? I know you said that you want to do security, cybersecurity, but where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you want to be a SOC manager? Do you want to be like a senior consultant at a big firm? Or do you just want to be fingers on the keyboard, hardening platforms and just work at a company as a salary employee? Where do you want to be in 5 years?
So I haven't worked in about 3 years. I've just been 3 or 4 years. I've just been trading.
Yeah.
And I've worked before in like corporate environment. I guess maybe it wasn't corporate. I worked as a manager at a Nissan dealership.
Okay.
And I've had like, entry level jobs as well. I was young.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think I enjoy working for myself.
Okay.
And maybe I'd like to create something, like if I could write a really good trading algorithm and just license it out to people. Or one place that I think I would be like comfortable working a job for would be at Bloomberg as like a market analyst. That would be like my dream come true.
Okay. As a market analyst.
Mm-hmm.
But how's that related to security?
Well, that's with computers.
So you want to be able to, like, on their market analyst system, help them harden it from a security standpoint?
Well, this wouldn't have probably anything to do with security. Just to have just to write trading algorithms that help predict the market at that point.
So that's where you would like to be in 5 years. So are you using us as security as a way to just get some entry level work until you can go into this other career?
No, I think we have to learn cybersecurity in the computer science degree.
Yeah.
I won't specialize in it, but you have to, if you want to be in anything with computers, you have to understand cybersecurity.
So you want security just to be another, like, a knowledge in your career, but not as the main point of your career in doing IT market analysis.
You got it.
Okay. I don't hear that a lot, but that's really interesting. Usually it's like it is good to have, like, for people who are like CTOs, maybe CISO. I'm sorry, not CISO, but more CIO, like, or IT directors and stuff like that. But as an analyst, that would make you very marketable, right? If you want to be an analyst that touches IT, or anyone who touches a computer today, if you have security knowledge versus someone who doesn't, a hiring manager or a company is going to see you a little bit more valuable as an asset, because you're less likely to make some of the more common security mistakes that the average employee might make. But I'm not sure how much of an investment of your time and energy you may want to make into getting certifications and things like that. So if you're just...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so if you're just want to get it as a tool on your belt, in generalistic, just like people who are in security might want to get a PMP just to show a company that they not only know security, but they can also manage complex projects and meet timelines. You may want to get one of the maybe top 5 security certs out there, and just for the same reason in reverse, right? To show that you have some basic security knowledge and you know enough, not to make a huge mistake compared to the average employee. So that might be worth your time.
And another field that I thought was cool is ethical hacking. I'm still in the beginning of the degree, so I haven't been exposed to a lot in the field.
Yeah.
So I still don't know exactly what I like yet.
Yeah.
But I think, once I get my hands on something, I'll be able to see like how I feel about it.
Yeah, and you gotta try. I mean, there was a lot of things that I tried I tried system hardening. I worked on SOCs. I did help desk. I did a little bit of everything until I kind of figured out where I wanted to be. And so that's why too, while you're in college, you could try for these entry level jobs and see what is it you like the most. Um, but because it's not really something it sounds like you want to make as your prime career, just be careful on how much money and resources you spend on it if you don't want to do full cybersecurity as your full-time career. It's just something you want to have basic knowledge on as an extra tool in your belt.
Okay. Well, thank you.
No problem. Have you looked into any certifications at the moment?
No, I'm just working on the associate's degree.
Okay. Yeah, you might want to, in the top 5, I think CEH is usually consistently in the top 5, mostly because the military, a lot of contract jobs, especially in San Antonio, require it.
CH?
Yeah, Certified Ethical Hacker by EC Council. It's not that expensive. It's seen a little bit higher than Security Plus from CompTIA, but it's not as complex, expensive, and time-consuming as like CISM or CISSP. It might be something just to dip your toe in to see if you like the subject matter, and at least it'll be worth your time to have. Because if I'm hiring you as an IT analyst, you understand how to prevent hacking and understand the subject at least beyond the average employee. Either that or something a little bit from anything from SANS, but SANS can be very expensive, is usually good. And then from ISC Square or ISACA, Body of Knowledge, their certs are very highly respected. But you're getting into a lot more time. Some of those are 6 months of studying. If you take a boot camp plus the testing fee, you're looking at $2,000 to $4,000. And I don't want to recommend that to you if it's not really something you're sure yet that you want to get.
Understood. Yeah.
Yeah. But I hope you found this helpful, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any future questions.